Good afternoon, you guys. Today we're gonna start with the feminine reading. As always, I do this for the highest good and the highest healing of those who need to hear the messages the most. Take what resonates, leave what does not resonate. You know, we all have masculine, feminine energy, so don't take it any which way, just take it as it applies. And I guess we're just gonna start. Alright, so for the feminine energy today, we have wish fulfillment in regards to some type of romantic encounter. Maybe this is somebody you recently met or you just started talking to, or maybe someone's coming back from the past. But you guys, if you guys have been intimate, this is something that is very sensual for you guys, or maybe one of you is very seductive. However this is, you know, some of I know y'all gonna be mad at me, but somebody may have gotten pregnant or is going to get pregnant from this connection, whatever this is, because it doesn't seem like it's a relationship yet. Like maybe you guys are in a situationship or just getting to know each other, but they're showing me a baby. Okay, and I don't know why this is coming out, but I don't know if you guys have some type of physical altercation, or maybe you're fighting somebody else, or you guys are fighting, or something's going on right now where there's like some type of discord or some type of conflict. And there might, okay, so there might be conflict in regards to having conceived the child, you know. So if you're, well, obviously if you guys aren't in a relationship, so if they're with somebody else or you're with somebody else, there's gonna be some type of conflict. So be careful, because it could turn into some type of physical altercation. But whatever this is that's happening, it's wish fulfillment, okay? Whether it's your wish fulfillment or somebody else's wish fulfillment, it's something that it's like someone has had hopes and dreams about a kid or wanting a kid. And you know, again, they're showing me single energy, so you guys are not together in a commitment or anything. And yes, they're showing me a new start's coming up for you guys, so pay attention to whatever opportunities are being presented to you at this time, okay? Yeah, the universe is putting new people and new experiences on your path right now. Hi Jen, how are you? Alright, so just be aware of that, because this is going to help you to get to where you're meant to be and help you to plan, you know, your life. And if you feel like you're being drawn to something, you know, just make sure that you're maintaining your own integrity, okay? Just because somebody else is trying to sway you to do something or go against what you feel is your moral compass, you don't have to do that, okay? Regardless if it's relationship or business. You know, people feel like because you're in a business or work or some type of environment where somebody else has the control, that you have no say. You always have a say. You always have a choice. The problem is that people are so afraid to voice, no, this isn't right for me, or no, I don't agree with this, because they fear losing their job. So you kind of go with whatever somebody else wants. Don't do that. You know, what's meant for you is meant for you. Sometimes those places are not meant for you, and it's more of learning to set boundaries and speak up when you're like, you know what, this isn't for me, and have the courage to walk away from these things, okay? So be aware that whatever is being presented to you, you know, it may be there might be some form of deceit attached to this. So, you know, just again, be very careful of what you have going on, because there's something attached to this, so don't compromise your beliefs and your moral system, okay? We have Earth energy coming out. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. And there's some form of union that's going to be coming in. So maybe if you're dealing with an Earth sign, or you are an Earth sign, or it's somewhere in your chart placement, but there is union that's going to be coming forth with this Earth energy here. Okay, and if it's not union, then you guys are going to get some form of financial abundance, financial stability. All right, that's what's coming through for you guys. So whatever it is with this union, like I said, if you guys are in separation right now, and if somebody's pregnant, maybe the other person doesn't know yet, but whatever it is, they're saying that this is something that is divine timing's at hand. So it's worth the wait if you decide that you want to wait for this union, because this is your person. And they're saying that there is steady progress in this situation. Even if you don't see it or you don't feel that way, there is progress that's coming about this. It's coming from this. And for others of you, it could just be that maybe your finances are going to start becoming more stable and they're going to start growing, and financially you're going to be very abundant and things are going to start taking off, okay? Now, another message is somebody may be financially dependent on you, or just physically infatuated with you. You know who you're dealing with and what their codependency habits are, okay? Whatever that is. But here there's travel. So maybe you guys are at a distance from each other, or you guys just have the distance in the communication that's here. But there's some form of regret. And maybe you spent money to travel somewhere and now you're having regrets in regards to that. I'm not, whatever that is, that's, again, these messages are not going to be for everyone. Everything I say isn't going to resonate with just one person. But yeah, they're showing me there's some type of regret in regards to traveling, and they're showing me like a decent amount of money that was spent. Yeah, so like a lot of money was spent in regards to this trip or traveling or going somewhere, and somebody regrets spending the money or some combination. But there's some type of sign and synchronicities in regards to that maybe you overlooked or you were supposed to pay attention to. But they're saying, it's just basically maintain your dignity in this situation, okay? However you're going to approach this, you get more with honey than you do vinegar, okay? And I know people don't want to hear that because you'd be ready to flip out, but sometimes that's not the best route to take. Other times it's just, be kind, talk to people, really see if you can find a common ground, to get, maybe if you want a refund, get your refund or get your money back, whatever it is. If things don't work out, sometimes there are assholes, but other times there's people that are actually willing to help you. So whoever that's for, like I said, everybody doesn't have this problem. But they're saying your higher self knows what it is that you need to accomplish at this time, okay? And they're not going to take you down the wrong direction. They're not going to take you down the wrong path. People are always worried, like, what if I make the wrong decision? What if this isn't right? There's never a wrong decision. Wherever you're being guided to, you're being guided to that place for a reason. There's something you need to gain from that. It's either a lesson or it's something that's going to bless you and help you get to the next level. So don't take it as, oh, this was a mistake or this was bad. Even if it doesn't work out, you gain something from it, okay? So always look at it like you gained from it, because they're saying, you have to trust your body. So any feelings like you get anxious or you just have a very off feeling around people or certain situations, trust that feeling, because if you ignore it now, you're going to regret it later, because you're going to say, damn it, I fucking knew it, and I still chose to pursue this path, okay? So when you get those nudges and those, you don't know why you feel that way, trust that, okay? Because that's your spirit guiding you and telling you that's not what's right for you. And some of you might be resisting, okay? You're resisting the messages that you're getting from spirit or wherever you're being guided to. And it's probably because some of you are closed off from spirit or you're disconnected from yourselves, okay? And it has a lot to do with being guarded. So, when you're very guarded and protective over yourself, it's hard for you to allow things to flow, because it's like you're creating a wall. Like, no, you're not coming past here. Regardless if it's good or bad, there's like a block. So you have to let this wall down and allow spirit to flow through you, okay? And again, they're showing me fertility. So like I said, if you was with this person, then you got pregnant when you were with them at whatever time that was, or when you guys come back together, that's what's going to occur. All right, however that is. But you guys have very romantic feelings for each other. You guys both feel the same way about each other, whether or not it's been expressed. You guys have the same sentiment, and they're saying you guys are a good match. This is your person. You guys are perfectly matched. So this is something you would know or you would feel. It's not going to be like, maybe, I don't know. It's like you have this chemistry, a connection that you can't find with other people. It's unmatched. It doesn't matter how long they look. They're not going to find it anywhere else. All right. And again, they're showing me travel. So back to this travel thing. And again, when they give me multiple messages or they keep giving me the same thing, it's important and it's being reiterated for a reason, okay? It's not because I just like repeating myself, because I hate that shit. But it's here, so I have to say it. Hi, Mumbles. Oh, thank you. That's fine. Enjoy your breakfast. So whoever's, there's something here, like somebody doesn't like losing control. So if you're a person that you have to plan every detail of everything that you do, and if something kind of goes sideways, you're probably like, oh my God, you start panicking. You know, you have to kind of release that type of control. And for others of you, maybe it's in relationships, like you have a fear of getting hurt, and that's probably why you're so guarded and you don't let your walls down. But if you don't let your walls down, you're never going to know what could be. You know, you have to stop expecting hurt from every situation. Just because things may have went a certain way with somebody else doesn't mean that's what's going to happen with you. You know, that's not, it's just not. You know, people think like, oh, well, my last relationship was bad, or this person cheated on that person, so why wouldn't they do it to me? And it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with, are you with the right person? Because usually when you start relationships, you know whether or not they're the right person immediately, because it's, you guys either have a great connection or you don't. And if you ignore the red flags, then you're just waiting to break up. So you could be with somebody for 5, 10, 15, 20 years and know the whole fucking time that at some point this is going to end, and it's just a shitty relationship. So, you know, you have to really sit with yourself and see where you're at in this, and don't always judge people by their past and what they've done. Allow people space for change, because people do change. I'm not going to say everybody, because some people like the way they fucking are. But that people do change, you know, and especially if you have a different type of connection, or if you know that this is your person, then things will be different. It's not going to be like prior relationships, because you guys have a different type of vibration and a different type of energy towards each other. Hi, Eknel. So don't be afraid, okay? Because again, we have fear again, and it's like a fear of losing something. You know, so whoever this is, maybe something happened that drove you guys to be apart, or something happened while they were traveling, or they canceled plans on you and you guys aren't talking right now. But whatever it is, there's some fear attached to this. You know, maybe you're afraid of losing money, or you're afraid of losing a person, the relationship. But there's something here that's like somebody's afraid. And whatever it is, it's like, again with money. Alright, so the money keeps coming out here. For like, this is 1, 2, I think like 3, 4 times now. So whatever it is you have going on financially, understand. Like, you know, we all struggle sometimes. We all go through our shit. Try to be smart with your spending. Okay, if you don't really need to buy something, then don't really buy it. Try to save money. You know, everybody thinks like, oh, I get my paycheck and then you pay all your bills. You need to pay yourself first. In spite of everything else, people think, oh, my bills, my bills, my bills. Man, fuck those bills. The bills are going to be there for fucking ever. Okay, make a payment on the shit, they'll be alright. They ain't going to die. They have millions of people paying them. You have yourself, so you have to pay yourself. You have to take care of yourself, because those people don't give a fuck about you. They don't care if you're alive. They don't care when you die. They're just going to put somebody else in your spot. So you have to take care of you, and don't focus so much on the material world, because when you focus on the material and the money and not having enough or losing it, then naturally you're creating more of a lack. Okay, it's more lack mentality that's going to end up coming out. And some of you, this may have been a cycle that you've been on, or that needed to get resolved or closed out, because you've been pursuing money, 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 and it's time to let that go. Okay, but whatever that is, it's like I said, there's a lot of money in travel, so I feel like it has something to do with traveling, or maybe you spend too much money, or you splurge, or maybe you're going to spend a lot of money when you're traveling. Just be smart about what you're spending and make sure that you can actually afford what it is that you're trying to go do. Okay, and maybe during this travel, whenever, if you guys are taking a trip, you're either going to see friends or hang out with family, you know, but you're going to see your people, okay, your tribe. Oh, thank you. You're gonna go see your tribe, all right? So whatever it is, you know, maybe you have more fun, or there's some type of wish fulfillment attached to this, or there's some type of hope. But whatever that is, you know, that's where some of you are traveling to. So They're saying that some of you guys are very in your heads, okay? Whatever it is that you feel you've lost, whether it's a person, relationship, money, and you know, I feel like a lot of it's money for some of you, because it's a lot of money that they're showing me right now, like a lot. You know, if it's triggered something in you that's like painful or some type of memory, you know, it's important because it's like it's a lesson learned. You know, so if people take advantage of your kindness or they try to play you, you know, really they're playing themselves, because money comes and goes. It's fucking money. It's energy exchange. The only person that's going to really be hurt by it is the person who took it, because that's going to be their bad karma. That's going to come back to them for taking advantage of a kind person. All right, so don't be so wrapped up in the financial part of it, okay? But it's like a lesson for you to understand, because when we're happy, there's really no lessons to be learned. But when we feel pain, or we feel something like other than a happy emotion, then it's like, oh, you learned a lesson. Oh, I'm never gonna do this again because I just wasted all this fucking time. I just wasted all this money because I refused to trust my intuition. Okay, so allow the pain to be a motivator, but don't allow it to consume you and keep you in a place of darkness and sadness. Okay, if you allow this to consume your mind, then you're gonna go into a dark place. All right, but for whoever that is, there's a lot of fucked up shit going on. And this feminine energy here, they're showing that she may have some type of low self-esteem. And if you've experienced something like somebody just using you or taking advantage of your kindness, because that's just what some people do, they don't know how to truly appreciate a kind person, you know, don't feel bad and don't beat up on yourself, okay? Don't sit there and down talk yourself, because you're a good person. You know, you did something that was genuine and kind. You did it out of the goodness of your heart. You didn't do it out of any type of malice. You didn't do it out of, I'm gonna gain something. You were just being kind. So don't feel like you're not good enough, all right? Like I said, we're gonna come and cross people. You know, it's all a matter of our perspective, whether it's good or bad interactions. But this is why it's important to trust your intuition and your judgment, because when you do that, then it's like your intuition will say, oh no, don't do this, or stay away from this person, or okay, go towards this person. You know, trust your intuition and just let go of these things of you're not good enough, okay? Because you don't need to compare yourself to anyone else, and just because somebody else doesn't appreciate you doesn't mean that nobody will. All right, protect yourself and set boundaries and standards, and move away from the people that treat you badly or take advantage of you, okay? Because whatever it is, they're saying that your self-esteem, it might be just in your head, okay? You might just be afraid of not being good enough, not being pretty enough, not having the right body. You know, whatever it is that you feel like you're not good enough, that's not true. Okay, that only happens when you're comparing yourself to somebody else. And the only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Okay, whether that's your looks, you know, your attitude, whatever it is, it's you compare yourself to yourself, not somebody else. Because yes, there's plenty of beautiful women in the world. I'm beautiful, you're beautiful, plenty of them, plenty have nice bodies, you know, everybody's shape is different, but that doesn't mean there's a reason for you to feel bad about yourself. You know, maybe if you're looking at someone and you're like, oh, well, she's prettier than me. How is she prettier than you if you're beautiful? You know, she's not. She's beautiful in her way and you're beautiful in your way. So don't compare yourself to other people, because that's always going to leave you feeling bad and like you're not good enough. Hi, Brittany, how are you? Awesome, right? But yeah, you know, you have to be honest with yourself. You know, don't sit there and try to push the negative feelings, the bad feelings away. Really sit with yourself and see, you know, why do I feel like I'm not good enough? Why do I feel like this person is better than me for whatever reason? You know, sit with yourself, because when we have low self-esteem, it's usually an outside source that we're allowing to consume our minds. So really keep it a buck, you know, sit down and be like, you know what? I feel like this because maybe I don't feel as secure in my body, or I don't feel as secure in my looks. You know, whatever it is that you're feeling insecure about, really talk to yourself and see how realistic it is. Because most of the time it's just our minds. It's our minds fucking with us and trying to keep us in a really fucking fucked up place, okay? And be generous and be kind, okay? Because everybody doesn't have what you have. And if this money situation here, if you have money, I don't know what your financial situation is. Just understand there's always people that have less than you have. So if you can afford to share $1, $100, whatever amount, share it, okay? Because it does come back to you. Maybe not financially, but however, it does find its way back to you. So be kind to other people, okay? Because there is going to be a strong change that's coming for you guys, that's going to be happening soon, and this is going to be like something fast. So if you've been feeling stagnant and stuck and you're like, I don't know when this is going to take off, it's going to happen quick. And like I said, the traveling, it could just be you're going on a trip to see somebody, or you're actually taking a vacation, but this is like, it's approaching soon. It's going to be happening soon. Okay, and again, they're saying honor yourself, okay? Honor the beauty that you hold, all right? You don't have to sit there and focus on everybody else, because you're beautiful, and you're even more beautiful on the inside, all right? It's not all about the outside appearances, because people can have a beautiful outside and be the most toxic, horrible fucking person you've ever come across on the inside. So always judge people by their character, not by their looks, all right? And I cannot emphasize that enough, because I will tell you, the finest people that I've come across are the biggest fucking assholes I've ever seen in my life. And that's a fact. But that goes for the okay people too, so it's just, there's no winning. Everybody's a fucking asshole in my opinion. But yeah, you have to trust your inner voice, all right? Whoever this is, just don't allow this to consume you. You are a beautiful being, okay? You are unique. There is only one you. There's not 20 of you. There is only one you, okay? Whether or not you feel you're beautiful, that is, you have to work on that. What everybody else thinks doesn't fucking matter. Fuck them. Let them feel or believe what they want to believe. Be like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you don't do nothing for me. When I die, I'm not going to be worried about your fucking opinion. So why the fuck am I going to be worried about it while I'm alive? Like, just don't focus on everybody else, okay? And they want you to celebrate you, Celebrate your accomplishments. Celebrate who you are and the beauty, what you have to offer, what you bring to the world. Celebrate these things, okay? And whatever it is, maybe there's a party or something that's coming about. Oh, you're welcome, Macnell. And whoever this feminine energy is, there might be a party or something that's coming about. So it's like right now you're in a place of planning, but it's like while you're planning, you're also suffering. And that's kind of a hard place to be at, because it's like you're still trying to keep your head up. You're still trying to move towards what it is that you're, what you've planned, whatever you had going on, you're still trying to keep it together. But again, they keep giving me patience, because things are going to work out, and it's important for you to stand your ground, okay? So whatever it is that's happened, especially if it's something that was not serving or something that was heartbreaking, it's important for you to stand in your power. Don't let people walk all over you. Don't let people take advantage of you, okay? You are a beautiful person on the inside and the outside. Don't let anyone make you feel otherwise, regardless of what they say or their actions may have been towards you. Okay, because that speaks more about them than it does about you. So don't let that change how you see yourself in any shape, way, or form. And for some of you, there's things that need to be cleared out, whether they're bad habits, people, maybe clearing out your house from whatever things that you have, your car. But there's cleansing that needs to happen, okay? Purification that needs to take place. And maybe you need to sage your home and, do a limpia. But whatever it is, it's like, get your house cleaned. Cleanse yourself, to get rid of all this toxicity that you have around you, okay? And again, really, really love yourself and give yourself the energy that you would give to somebody else. We talk really bad about ourselves, but really, like, would you say those things to your friend? Would you tell your friend, like, oh, you look ugly, or no, that's terrible? No, you're gonna tell them they're beautiful. You're gonna tell them they're an amazing person. So say those things about yourself, okay? Don't just save it for people outside of you. Save it for yourself as well. Again, whatever the situation is, this is just, be careful with any toxic behaviors or dramas that may be happening. And understand, like I said, money is a currency, it's energy exchange, so don't focus so much on the lack or not having enough, because it will come back. Okay, I say this every time I spend money. I always say, money, money, come to me, it is what my will, so would it be. Or I just say that it's going to come back to me tenfold. Okay, so that way it's always circulating, because in my mind I'm manifesting it and creating it as I'm spending it. Don't have an attachment to it. You know, when it's gone, it's gone. When it comes back, then you're like, okay, it came back. But that was the feminine reading, and we have solar plexus and root chakra that needs to be worked on. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go to, I think the next one is the masculine reading. So if you're interested, join me there. If you're leaving me, thank you guys. I truly hope this helped you in some way. I love you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.